What's going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. Got an opportunity to actually do a preview for the Philadelphia 76ers and the Detroit Pistons tonight. I'm not sure Ben Simmons will play. I know he suffered an injury the other night in Orlando. Glad I faded him in fantasy basketball on FanDuel that night, but not sure he's going to play. But, we like Ben Simmons. At least I do. But it's doubtful with a back injury, so doubt that he plays. Not officially. It's came down. He's not in the starting lineup, so don't like the Ben Simmons going to play tonight. So Joel Embiid is going to have to shoulder the load in Philadelphia, and Markelle Fultz is going to show that he could be the primary ball handler. And if he don't cut it, then it easily will be C.J. McDonald. Sorry if I butchered his name. I like the kid a lot. Covington and J.J. Redick is going to pick up the slack today. The Pistons are back at full strength. Stanley Johnson had a solid debut. Really didn't check out what Reggie Bullock did. I think he was out there. But it's basically all Blake Griffin in Chicago, man. Pistons are 2-0. Predict they will have a strong season this year. I like what Blake is doing. Andre can stop with the threes. I seen him practicing on the couch. Need to be on the block. You know what I'm saying? Got in foul trouble a bit last game. Reggie Jackson was all right. So Luke Kennard ain't really showed up yet. So it's some issues that I'm having with the Pistons, but it's so early. And very, very early. I can't, judge them, overreact, or just brush things off or try to act like things are a big problem just yet. But this is basically Dre versus Embiid night tonight. And Embiid dominates Dre every time they play them, statistically speaking, from what I see. But Dre don't be just getting completely punked. But Dre is just soft, man. Like Andre just be soft some games, man. When Dre is motivated and playing with some type of fuel or some type of anger, rage, Dre look like one of the better big men in the league, man. And he gonna have to play tougher versus Embiid because Embiid be talking to him. Embiid is a more fluid, just quicker athlete, but Dre is a more brute, stronger athlete. Dre, it runs like a gazelle. Dre is just as fast as Embiid in a straight line. Embiid just got better, flashier footwork and just more skill offensively. But Dre is just powerful. Dre got a potential of 280, 7 foot, to be like Shaq if he can just master the physicality in the post game. So that's the matchup I'm really looking at tonight. It's Dre versus Embiid like everybody else. I think this is primetime TV right here. I think Dre got to get his manhood back. Dre should dominate Joel. He needs to dominate Joel Embiid tonight. Embiid is going to be the star of the show, obviously. And then you look at Blake Griffin. Him and Saric. Can't nobody guard Blake Griffin on the Sixers, especially with Ben Simmons gone. Nobody can guard Blake Griffin. You should look for Blake Griffin to have another monstrous night. People try to play like Blake Griffin ain't no star. Blake Griffin is a star. He's showing that this season being a primary ball handler when it ain't Ish Smith or Reggie Jackson, shooting the ball well, dominating the boards. Chicago had no answer for him, and neither will the Philadelphia 76ers have an answer for Blake Griffin tonight, in my opinion. So it really boils down to, how do they fill the void in for Ben Simmons with Markelle Fultz and TJ? And can they shooters make shots? See, one thing about Philly is they is as limited a three-point shooting team as anybody else in the NBA. They is limited at times as the Lakers. They're as limited as the Pistons at times. They're as limited as the Milwaukee Bucks at times. You know what I'm saying? That's their biggest Achilles heel. When a team like Boston get up in there and defend them and get in their grill, they can't go one-on-one or they can't make the adjustment. They can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? JJ can shoot. Covington can shoot. TJ don't play enough, especially when Ben Simmons play. He can shoot, but he don't play enough. And Markelle Fultz, man, they acting like they won the championship when he made a three. So they lack shooting, especially getting rid of Marco Bellinelli. They got one kid that come off the bench. I think he's a rookie. He can shoot pretty well as well, but they don't have a lot of great shooting. You know what I'm saying? And the Pistons, that's somewhere that the Pistons are not strong neither at. They have some decent shooters in Reggie, and when Luke Kennard finally decides he want to show up, and Reggie Bullock is a knockdown three shooter, Langston Galloway can shoot. If John Lure ever can get on the floor, he can shoot. They got some shooters, and Ish Smith has turned into a way better three-point shooter. They have some shooters on the floor, but both of these teams in the same boat. They really ain't big three-point shooting teams. With Ben Simmons out, it's gonna be an interesting game. I look for Blake Griffin to be the secondary star of this game. I believe the primary star is going to be either Embiid or Andre Drummond. All right. I think one of them dudes is going to really steal the shine. And let's see how much Dre's mentality has shifted under Dwayne Casey. Let's see if Dwayne Casey can get Dre motivated tonight. Let's see if Dre can get Dre motivated tonight to go up against Joel Embiid, not foul out, not get into this tricky foul trouble, and just pound on Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Embiid get into your head. And that's the premier matchup here, man. And whoever can guard Blake Griffin should have a huge night tonight. Yeah, Blake Griffin should really shut shit down tonight, in my opinion. Shouldn't even be close. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody got to answer for him out there. Other than that, it's Embiid or bust. And JJ Redick shooting three. So, I look for this to be a game that the Pistons should win. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons should win comfortably. I think they should win it by 5 to 7 points tonight. They at home. Dre needs to show up. They trying to go 3-0. They third in the East, undefeated 2-0, trying to go 3-0. I think Blake Griffin is going to show out. Andre Drummond is a wild card. If he just plays competent enough, the Pistons should win. If he just has a meltdown and Embiid getting his head, then it's going to open up the door for the Sixers to win. But, yeah, Ben Simmons not playing tonight. But like I say, it's going to come down to Dre dominate his matchup with Embiid. If he dominated Embiid tonight or just they battle to a draw, then I'm pretty sure Blake Griffin going to take over. And, Blake Griffin is going to will us to a win tonight. I'm just hating that the 76ers wasn't at their full strength. But I understand, Ben Simmons suffered a back injury versus Orlando. And Orlando's another team, man. Orlando is a sneaky good team, man. I'm looking at Orlando. They ain't always got it together. They beat Boston and he lost to Philly by 1 point when Ben Simmons went out early in the first quarter, in the first half, I believe. Orlando's another team that I like. They got some dumb ball handlers like Evan Fournier. I mean, this dude Vujovic was going off versus Celtics, and everybody else was just Simmons and Fournier and everybody else just trying to do their own thing and go get one-on-one. You get a ball to the hot hand. And once they play competent ball, Orlando going to make the playoffs with Vujovic, Aaron Gordon, and them boys. I think they're going to have a sneaky good season. They're playing better team defense. So I just wanted to say that because I watched Magic versus the Celtics the other night, and I was kind of keeping an eye on them versus the Philadelphia 76ers before that. So, but like tonight, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Shout out to everybody that's going to Little Caesar Palace tonight. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think about the Pistons so far, man. Let me know what you think about Reggie. Reggie kind of playing under control. I'm just sitting there looking like I just waiting for that moment for Reggie to jump out of character or get injured, and call me a Reggie Jackson hater. I can't stand him, but he playing under control. He playing, solid basketball at that position. It still don't warrant the money that he getting, but he playing solid. But I'm waiting for Luke Kennard to show up, man. When is Luke Kennard gonna show up? He ain't did jack crap all season. We gonna need him to hit shots. He our best shooter, in my opinion, him and Langston Galloway. And he brings more to the table than Langston Galloway, so he gonna obviously play more minutes than Langston. So we need him to show up, bro. Like seriously. But tonight should be the night that Luke Kennard finally shows his ass. That's what we gonna need him to do. If we gonna be a 5, 4, 5, 6 seed, 7, 8 seed in the East, we gonna need Luke Kennard to produce something. Right now, he looking like he injured, or he rusty, or he out the loop, and I ain't liking it. I ain't liking it. He need to get his head in the game. If not, if he don't play no better, put Kyrie Thomas in. You know what I'm saying? Forget that, man. It's no time. It's no time to be playing around. Play one of the young guys. If Luke Kennard not gonna be in there and be efficient or help the team, we'll get him up out of there. Throw in Thomas or Bruce Brown. Get him up out of there. See what they bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? This dude was getting stripped in the first game. This dude was turning the ball over. And before you know it, he was on the bench. So, it's early in the season. Like I said before, he did suffer an injury. That's something to think about. So, he might not be completely in the loop. But I obviously got the Pistons winning this game. I'm going to say 85 to, hold on. I'm going to say 90 to 97. 97 to 90. Pistons win tonight. Mad that Ben Simmons is out the game. Like Ben Simmons, one of my favorite players in the league. But I'm loving what Blake Griffin doing. Blake Griffin should dominate tonight. If he don't get injured in foul trouble, this should be Blake Griffin's game. Just just statistically thinking and looking at him, and nobody can guard him. But, this should be Dre Day. Andre Drummond should make this Dre Day. He should snatch and seize that moment from the matchup from Blake Griffin. It should be Dre Day all day. He should try to put Joel Embiid neck in the basket and dominate that man tonight to show him that you ain't no punk. And if you battle him to a good battle, he gonna respect you. If you don't get his respect tonight, it's gonna be tough. He's gonna continue to talk and get in Dre head. Appreciate you guys for following through. Motor City Sports Talk. Hope to do more Piston previews when I have the opportunity. I will try to review the game. Shout out to everybody holding us down. Don't forget me on all social media. If you want to make a donation to the channel, that's appreciated. That link's in the description. Want to email me or DM me on Facebook or email me, my email there for a video request, or you got some information or a business venture, let me know. Y'all know what it is. Motor City Sports.